Hello and welcome. It's me, Marls44. Welcome back to another Cardfight Vanguard Cardfight area deck profile. Today's deck profile, we have the Flower Maiden that is upgraded. Flower Maiden of Ranunculus Ahsha. So yeah, with the release of GBT04, this deck has gotten a lot stronger, and I mean a lot stronger. It's definitely a ton more powerful than it was. So yeah, we're just gonna go right into it. I did forget to mention in my last video that I uploaded, not Vanguard video, just last video in general, that I've been sick for the past week, and that's why videos haven't gotten uploaded very often. And then a couple weeks before that, it's kind of just been, I've been very busy with work. So I got really busy with work, and then I got sick right after. So that's why I've only been uploading one video a week for the past 2, maybe 3 weeks. But now I'm going to hop back on schedule, and we're going to continue on. So anyways, that's just a little update for my whole channel kind of thing. Anyways, so our starter is still Spring-Heralding Maiden Oz. Definitely a strong starter. So still start using the same starter. Not a whole lot has changed in this deck, but there are a few things, and they definitely make it a ton better. And then onto our grade 3s, we have 4 Ahshas. So 4 of those again. And then we have 4 of a new card, Crystalwing Dragon. So what this card does is Generation Break 1. Counterblast 1, choose one of your units, choose up to 4 units with the same card name as that unit, and they get power plus 3000 until end of turn. So you can basically power up 4 units with 3000 at once. And then its other skill is Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, you may pay the cost if you do choose one of your grade 2 or less rear guards. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit called to rear guard. Shuffle your deck. So definitely a better backup Vanguard than the other card we had last time. And I think this is definitely a really solid grade 3 to go alongside Ahsha. It's just definitely a really strong card, and for the way the deck runs as well, it works perfectly. It's just a beautiful card. No reason not to run it. So yeah, 4 of those. Moving on to grade 2s. So we still have 4 Maiden of Gladiolus. Definitely needing this card as it really helps out. And then we have 4 Maiden of Flower Screen. What she does is Generation Break 1. Choose a normal unit from your drop zone and put it into the top of your deck. Choose one of your units, and this unit will be regarded as a unit with the same card name until end of turn, and then shuffle your deck. So you can basically just kind of set up your cards to have the same name. So even though, you know, all the cards aren't the same name, she helps to, you know, set, I think it's herself. Choose one of your other units. This unit would be regarded as that unit. Yes, so you choose herself to, sorry, it's been a little while since I've done this. You just choose herself, and, you know, she can get an extra +3. She's just an extra +3 because she's regarded the same name as the other card. But definitely really important card in this deck, because it's all about making all the cards the same name, even though they aren't the same name. And then we have 2 Flower Cluster Maiden, Salianna. So what she does is Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, and Soul Blast 1 when this card is placed on rearguard. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Ranunculus in its card name, you pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rearguards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as that unit, call it to rearguard, shuffle your deck, and this unit gets power plus 2000 until end of turn. So pretty good card. I could be playing a little bit more of this card, but there's another card that I run in the deck that helps out as well. And really, you only need 2 of this card because you have your other card, other grade 2 that, you know, well, you have some units that already, you know, Superior Call, some stuff, copies. And then you also have your other grade 2, which is the one that copies a card's name until the end of the turn. So really, you only need 2 of this card. You just kind of need 1 per game, although they are still quite helpful. Getting 2 per game isn't bad, but normally you just play 1 per game. And that also lets you play another card in the graded ones, since there aren't too many of these, since you don't have to overly use the soul. But yeah, it's still a really good card, and it helps out, and you do have to play it. So just 2 of those. If you really want to play 3, go ahead, but no more than that. But yeah, anyways, moving on. Then we have 2 Wisteria Knight. So what this card does is G-Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have another unit named Wisteria Knight on your rearguard until end of the battle, this unit gets power plus 2000, counterblast, and auto rearguard counterblast 1 when this unit attack hits. You pay the cost if you do draw a card. So I just run 2 of these. Big reason is you use it with that card that can copy someone's name later on in the game to just pressure with the fact of if you hit, you counterblast 1 to draw. So late in the game, you kind of just want to pressure with that, and especially because you get enough clones of everything and stuff with already what cards you have. You don't overly need any more of those. Something like this is very nice. So that's kind of why I played 2 of the other card as well. I mean, I was actually running 4 of these guys at first, but then, you know what, you really do need this girl over here, your Cluster Maiden, Salianna. You really do need her. So, but you don't need a lot of her. So playing 2 and 2 is fine. You'll normally be using the other card instead of having a second Wisteria Knight on the field. It's rare that you have 2 Wisteria Knights on the field in any case. It's normally a Wisteria Knight and that other card that can copy a name. That's even when I had 4, that's normally how I powered him up. So it's honestly no big deal to just run 2, especially since you just use him for late game, and normally you'll have the card that copies names a lot because that card is so key in this deck. Anyways, on to our graded 1 now. We have 4, where's our perfect card? Maiden of Passionflower, so your damage on flipper perfect card still. And then we have 4 of a new card, Early-flowering Maiden via. What she does is Generation Break 1, choose 2 normal units from your drop zone and put them on top of your deck in any order. If you have a grade 3 graded Vanguard with Ranunculus in its card name, choose 1 of your units. So of course that counts with stride too, since it becomes the heart and it's kind of takes the name too. So you choose 1 of your units, choose up to 4 of your units with the same card name as that, and they get power plus 3000 until end of turn, and then shuffle your deck. This is one of the cards that you can, power up your units with, and it's just a key vital card for constantly adding pressure with your, plussing. So this card's insanely important, and just if you have multitudes of these, that's pretty scary too. I think, because you could do it twice if you have enough cards in the drop zone, and these types of cards are definitely really good, especially with all the plussing you get too, to just refill your deck. Put your critical triggers back in deck, because you just play 12 crit because you don't need the draws with how much drawing you have and everything with the way the deck works. So it really, really works out well, and this card is just incredible. You cannot play any less than 4. Just amazing for this deck. And then we have 4 of our stride enablers, so still running these, of course. And then we have 1 Susanna. I believe I was still running it last time, and I'm still running it now. There's no other card to run, really, that you want to run 1 of. It's just an extra little card to help you get a plus, use up the soul. There's no, as I just said, there's no other card to, run 1 of that will work efficiently. Maybe an 8K if you want to get a good ride and have an 8K body ride, but other than that, I don't see any other reason to play in the 8K. So just play 1 of this card, just to get an extra plus when you need it. Definitely there to help when you need it. So that's why you run this. Just 1 of it. And then moving on to our triggers now. We have 4 Maiden of Dimorphotheca, 4 Flower Garden Maiden Mylis, which its skill is put it in your soul when your Vanguard attacks. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Ranunculus in its card name, you pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, choose one of your other Vanguards, and it gets power plus 5,000 until end of the battle. So, pretty solid card. And then 4 Night Queen Musketeer Daniel, so 12 crit. And then we have 4 Fairy Light Dragon, 4 heal. Yeah, so new critical trigger for all this too. Like, jeez, so much Ranunculus support. Anyways, let's move on to stride units. So we have 4 Dream Spinning Ranunculus at Alicia. Sorry, not Alicia. Ahsha. What it does is choose a face down card and name this in your G zone and flip it face up until end of the turn. This unit gets once per turn act, choose one of your rear guards, and if you have 2 or more rear guards with the same name as that unit, all of your units in the front row gain 5,000 power until end of turn. Then if the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 2 or more, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as that unit, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets power plus 2,000 until end of turn. So just an incredible strong card. Definitely putting up the pressure. Just you got to play 4 of it. It's just an incredible card that combos with Ranunculus and the cards that work with Ranunculus. And I mean, you can have all 3 of your front rows gain 5,000, and then if you have all 4 cards that are the same name, you can have them gain those 4 cards gain 3,000. So there's quite a bit of boosts in it, which is really awesome. And just as I said, on top of how much you draw, just crazy threatening. So very, very strong card. Gotta play 4 of it. No reason to play less. Alright, so then we have 2 of our Sacred Tree Dragon, Jingle Flower Dragon. Still a good card. So, you know, you just play 2 of it. When you need it, you use it. But normally you don't overly need it. But definitely still a handy card to put on pressure if you can't use Ranunculus' Stride. So yeah, and then we have 1 Flower Princess of Spring's Beginning, Primavera. So we still play one of these just for those rare occasions if we need it. And then we have 1 Flower Princess of Spring Color, Arborea. So we just need one of these. Yeah, use it as your starting Stride unit. That's really it. Anyways, that's about it for this deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like and comment. Go ahead and let me know what you think of the deck profile and go ahead and try it out. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys next time. If you guys want to see more videos from me, on the left, there are Let's Play videos, so you can go and check those out. And if you guys aren't up for that, on the right, there are Cardfight Vanguard videos, so you can go and check that out. And if you're still not up for those, I have Super Smash Bros., Pokemon, and a Versus series on my channel, so you can go to my channel and check that out. Also, down below is my review channel, where I do reviews, countdowns, game chats, which is like a podcast, and more. And don't forget to check out my Twitter, Facebook, and Skype, all listed at the top there. That is all. Hope you guys enjoy.